What's good, YouTube? Today in this video, I'm going to be going over some very important information regarding what they're talking about right now in terms of, the virus narratives and all of that. And as you guys should know, the WHO just recently, yesterday, Wednesday, they just declared a public health emergency of international concern. And this isn't the first time they've done this with the pox, right? They did this, I believe, in 2022 or 2023, one of those years. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly which one, but I know it was one of those years where they also did it. So this isn't the first time. This is actually the second time they've done this now. But you guys see the patterns. You guys see the patterns if you're paying attention. I mean, you guys know they love pulling off certain events during the selection years, like just like what we saw in 2020, of course. And let me remind you guys, in 2020, when they declared the C-19 a public health emergency of international concern, which happened on January of 2020, and then a month and a half later, in March, we saw worldwide lockdowns like we've never seen before. And nobody expected that, right? Nobody expected for the whole world to just get shut down randomly out of nowhere like that. It caught everybody off guard, and that's going to happen again. I'm not saying that this is guaranteed to be the next scam that they go along with, or that they really like use to, shut down the economy like they did in 2020. I'm not saying that this is guaranteed to be the next narrative that they use to push that. But what we know for a fact is that they are pushing this propaganda more and more. And we do know for a fact that they are planning on pulling off an event very similar to what happened in 2020. Except next time it's going to be way more tyrannical, and it's going to make 2020 look like child's play in comparison. So yeah, and don't forget, they did a whole exercise called Event 201 on October of 2019, months prior to the shutdowns happening, right? Where they simulated a real life scenario, a real life pandemic scenario, where they basically war gamed this entire situation taking place months in advance. And they were talking about how they would respond to it, what they would do, the measures that they would implement into society, right? Under the pretext of, stopping the spread, right? You guys know how these people are. And then guess what? In 2022, they came out with Catastrophic Contagion, another exercise. They've also done an exercise regarding the Mpox, which was just declared as another public health emergency of international concern yesterday. And like I said, this is the second time that they've done this. But they've also done this scenario with the Mpox. So again, I'm not saying that this is guaranteed to be the next scam, but I'm just putting this information out there so that you guys are aware that this is getting pushed more and more and more. And don't forget that they love to pull off the biggest psyops during the selection years, 2016, 2020, and now we're in 2024. They love to pull off the biggest psyops, right? And you can expect the psyops and all the deceptions and the propaganda and the BS to continue ramping up, especially as we get closer to selection day. So yeah, I'm going to get right into it right now. And yeah, I mean, you guys know what this is all about. No intelligent person is falling for this bullshit anymore.
Today, the emergency committee met and advised me that, in its view, the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. The detection and rapid spread of a new clade of Mpox in eastern DRC, its detection in neighboring countries that had not previously reported Mpox, and the potential for further spread within Africa and beyond is very worrying. It's clear that a coordinated international response is essential to stop these outbreaks and save lives.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's essential that we have
Mpox.
it's essential that we have a let's go back to that
Detection,
really quick.
their spread within Africa and beyond
International response. That's what he
warring.
said.
It's clear that a coordinated international response is
Coordinated international response is essential to stop these outbreaks and save lives. Sounds very familiar to what we heard in 2020. That's for sure. But yeah, like I said, no intelligent person is falling for this nonsense anymore. Everybody who's awake is not going to fall for this. Everybody who's awake is going to see right through it, just like they did in 2020. But yeah, I'm going to get into the next thing I want to share with you guys, and it's the article regarding the subject matter that explains it in further detail. And here it is. And it says, who declares Mpox a global public health emergency for second time in 2 years? Goes on to say the World Health Organization on Wednesday declared Mpox a global public health emergency for the second time in 2 years following an outbreak of the infection in the Democratic Republic of Congo that has spread to neighboring countries. An emerging committee met earlier on Wednesday to advise WHO Director General Tedros. You guys know what that guy's all about. He's also documented friends with Bill Gates. They all work together. On whether the disease outbreak constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. Goes on to say PHEIC status is WHO's highest level of alert and aims to accelerate research funding and international public health measures in cooperation to contain a disease. Sounds familiar. It's clear that a coordinated international response is essential to stop these outbreaks and save lives, said Tedros, like we discussed in the video earlier. And then they're claiming it can spread through close contact, usually mild. It is fatal in rare cases. It causes flu-like symptoms and pus-filled lesions on the body. The outbreak in Congo began with the spread of an endemic strain known as clade. But a new variant, clade IB, appears to spread more easily through routine close contact, including sexual contact. Of course, they have to include words like fatal to promote more fear. It has spread from Congo to neighboring countries, including Burundi, Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda, triggering the action from the WHO. The detection and rapid spread of a new clade of Mpox is in eastern DRC. Its detection in neighboring countries that had not previously reported Mpox, and the potential for further spread within Africa and beyond is very worrying. Tedros said on Wednesday that WHO has released $1.5 million in contingency funds and plans to release more in the coming days. WHO's response plan would require an initial $15 million, and the agency plans to appeal to donors for funding. Earlier this week, Africa's top public health body declared an Mpox emergency for the continent after warning that the viral infection was spreading at an alarming rate, with more than 17,000 suspected cases and more than 500 deaths this year, mainly among children in Congo. Professor Daimi, however you say your last name, whatever, chair of WHO's monkeypox emergency committee, said all members unanimously agreed that the current upsurge of cases is an extraordinary event with a record number of cases in Congo. The shots and behavior change helped stop that's just more BS propaganda. When a different strain of Mpox spread globally, primarily among men who have, I'm not going to say all that, and who declared an emergency, yeah, so it was 2022. Yeah, that was the first time they did it. In Congo, the transmission routes need further study, who said no shots are yet available, although efforts are underway to change that and work out who best to target. The agency also appealed to countries with stockpiles to donate shots. So yeah, I mean that's basically it for the article. Make sure to share this video far and wide because more people need to see that this BS is being propped up right now and pushed and promoted while 99% of people are still distracted, you know? And part of it, I can't really blame them for being distracted because, we do live in a screwed up society with a screwed up economy where, we live through a system that's designed to keep people working nonstop at a 9 to 5 that doesn't pay them enough, right? But that's a whole different discussion. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you watched it this far, make sure to share this far and wide. Get this out to as many people as you possibly can because more people need to hear the truth. More people need to see this. More people need to remember to not get caught off guard and to prepare for what's to come because it's going to get a whole lot worse because they're planning much bigger things for their agendas. And don't be surprised when the next shutdown happens, when nobody expects it, and when everybody gets caught off guard just like they did in 2020, right? So, yeah, just be prepared for the unexpected. Thank you guys for watching this video if you watched it this far, and I'm out.